and that's what I'm saying, Victor. Is the reason I got a car is so I don't have to knife fight people on a trolley. Okay? It's not about like having freedom or anything like that. It's about not having to fight a hobo for a seat. Quit.
Yeah, it's tough. The trolley is
It's Thunderdome.
It's kill or be killed
at 34 miles an hour. Basically, it's
it's the jungle.
I spent most of my time on there trying to figure out how not to get hepatitis. Okay.
Judge was showing me his blade, and I think he got it to defend himself on the trolley.
Yeah, no, but I haven't ridden the trolley in a while. No, I got this.
It looks like a regular old pen, and then when someone steps up to him, he's gonna hold it to their abdomen.
I'm gonna wave it around a little bit. No, you wave it around.
And then release the blade as it's already in their abdomen.
Okay, that's a good way to go. Actually, I kickstarted this pen knife thing because it's really classy. Actually, it's like one of those bolt action pens, but instead of a pen, you got a D2 tool steel knife. It's really nice.
Oh, cool.
It's got a really heavy action. I like playing with it. Apparently, it might be slightly illegal, just a little bit.
Probably, it looks kind of illegal.
Because you're not supposed to have a knife disguised as anything else. So no cane swords, no pen knives, anything like that. No belt buckle knives.
Yeah.
So I may have just admitted to a crime on a recording.
Yeah.
So
he has a knife that appears to be a pen.
Or maybe if I write like knife on the
at first, but then he sticks, he presses a button and the blade pops out.
Okay, I don't press a button. It's not like that. It's a bolt that you push forward. Jesus. I'm not a psychopath.
You've got like a knife and everything. Like you're just walking around and you're eating cotton candy or something.
Pull out a knife to my cotton candy knife and I gotta shear some of this excess
a knife
off.
Pops out of the cotton
candy. I got one of those things where you stomp your heel and the knife comes out the toe.
Yeah.
Which is utter bullshit. That's never a thing.
Or you've got like a notepad where like you swing it open and it's like a big huge blade.
It's like a fan blade, like the Chinese fan blade. Like, okay, so how about we get to work on this?
Okay.
Okay, so you had more stuff you wanted to talk about from the last show. You want to talk about more of the ideas you didn't get to use the first time around.
Yeah, some story ideas that we didn't get to do.
And some of these are a little risque.
Yeah, thanks for the
lead-in.
The heads up for everybody.
And look,
if you don't want to hear these story ideas, you can just turn it off right now.
No, here, I will put in where the show talk ends. How about that? Don't turn it off. Just skip ahead to where I tell you to skip ahead. I will record a voiceover now.
Okay.
So let's start with the...
But if you're brave enough.
Too late for that, man. I already put in the thing. Right. So, let's talk about the less risque one first, and then I'll give you another heads up for that.
As you know, Vic Valentine is like a celebrity character on the show.
He's a Hollywood type, full on, in every way.
It's like a B-list kind of movie. Someone who's very successful back in the day, but no longer... Kind of like Charlie Sheen or something, It's kind of like a Charlie Sheen character. And one of the things that we're still working on doing is recording or filming movie trailer type things,
Oh yeah, like
based on like the Tropic Thunder trailers,
like Quentin Tarantino style or Tropic Thunder style, where like Grindhouse, they had a bunch of fake trailers.
Yeah,
those are great.
Grindhouse has fake trailers. I got to check those out.
Yeah, you ever see the movie, the Grindhouse movie?
No.
That's where they got the machete concept from.
Oh, really?
They literally they just cast Danny Trejo for that trailer.
Yeah.
And then people loved the idea so much, he got 2 movies out of it.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. So, but I really wanted to do... So the trailers are probably going to happen, so it doesn't really count as something that we didn't do.
But you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, so maybe it does count. But I wanted to make a commercial.
Oh, yeah?
Because, Vic Valentine doesn't do movies anymore. He's like doing commercials.
Right.
And a commercial for... anal cream.
Really the highest concept comedy there is.
Yeah, and so this one probably won't happen, but it's this anal cream called Vesuvius.
Oh, God.
And I was thinking about calling it hemorrhoidal cream, but I think just calling it anal cream is actually funnier.
Yeah, I think it's a little funnier.
Because it's like, what is it for exactly? Just
for general purpose.
General purpose
anal cream. You got a problem with your anus? Leakage? Roids? Chafing? Use the cream.
And the idea was like, step 1, dim the lights.
Oh no!
This is the process for applying the anal cream.
It's like pure Vic Valentine wrote this commercial.
Yeah. Well, no, this is the idea is that Vic Valentine is doing things that he doesn't want to do.
Oh,
he'd rather be doing movies. like a high end liquor commercial.
Oh yeah, or like
probably
or like one of those fragrance commercials where he's driving a car.
Yeah, and he's with chicks and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like cars and mansions and stuff. But no, he has to do this
Low end
anal cream, this anal product, and anal gel.
a gel. Wow, there's now in cream and gel.
Yeah. So step 1, would be dim the lights. Step 2 would be like set the mood.
Little music.
Yeah. So these are the official steps of applying it.
Wow.
And then when we got to about step 10, it'd be like open the jar.
This is this is great.
And then test the waters. Dip your toe into the
don't dip
the gel.
Don't dip your taint in first. You really you don't like. I think it's a little different. You don't dip your toe. You start like the taint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you work your way up if it's warm enough.
Yeah.
You get yourself used to it.
So that was an idea that people thought were funny, but I can't really get anyone to
to film.
back me on that.
I listen. You have my backing 100% already.
And there's another idea that I'm surprised that we kind of did and we filmed.
Oh yeah.
And that was for Totally Awesome, Super Awesome Showdown, which is part of the vault and the backlog of shows that we've done that have yet to be released. But I'm working on releasing.
Oh yeah.
So Totally Awesome, Super Awesome Showdown, that was back in 2016, a long time ago.
Was that the one we filmed at the in Balboa Park?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
At Balboa Park, and it was Back to the Future themed.
Oh, that was a ton of fun to do.
We filmed the climax of Back to the Future for the climax of the show.
Right.
But that was just the lead-in to like the match, right?
Exactly.
So we went to this parking lot and we got like an actual 80s car.
Yep. You dressed up as Biff.
I dressed up as 80s version of
80s
Biff.
Biff.
So think about it this way, like in Back to the Future, it was 1985 or something.
Something like that, yeah. No, it was 80s in their modern time.
Yeah, it was 1985, and
then
they had to go back to
50s.
1955.
Yeah.
30 years, right? So we're in 2016, and we had to go back 30 years to
the 80s.
1986.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a Back to the Future tribute. And there's a scene where Biff is taking charge.
Is that the word we want to use?
He's taking charge of Marty's mom, right?
Yeah, I think
against her will.
I think the word is attempting to sexually assault. Is the
taking? I wanted to go light. I want to go light. Sexual assault to sound so heavy.
I think
it's so heavy, Doc.
I think taking it too lightly is also a mistake. It's like I don't think anyone would like it if you described what Harvey Weinstein did as taking charge. Yeah, he was taking charge of his company. And,
well, again, I added that it was against the girl's will.
Yes, it was.
He didn't want to take. You're taking charge against someone else's will is not good.
No, I fully understand. Listen, I understand where you're coming from, and I understand you don't condone anything he did. But you also have to take into account he got off rather light for attempted rape.
Yeah. So he did. But we filmed that. We actually filmed that scene.
Yeah, that was it was a tribute to a movie. So
Vic Valentine is
a bad guy.
He had to be really bad in this.
Oh yeah, no.
Vic Valentine's kind of a light heel. He's kind of a house party kind of heel, where it's a bad guy, where it's not really bad guys.
He's not like murder you or anything like that, or destroy.
They're just kind of assholes,
Yeah.
Even the bad guys aren't really
that
horrible. But this, I was sexually assaulting, as you say.
Yes.
Attempting to sexually assault a minor at this point.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Oh God.
High school girl, And Vic Valentine was still of normal age.
It was normal. He just went back in time.
And Jalapeno actually went to high school in the 80s, so that meant Jalapeno was like, he must be 50 or something now. But
right.
Jalapeno has slow aging because he's an alien.
He's an alien. He's whatever age he wants to be.
We filmed that, and that was kind of hard to do. But I think I got away with filming that because it was a remake of a film. But I had another idea for another.
But no, back to that really quick. Before that, you sold that really well. You looked like I was there for the filming, and you looked like a bad man in that. It was clear that you were evil in that one.
Yes. Stay tuned, everyone, because you're gonna be able to see this on Patreon and eventually YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Later in the year, hopefully.
Us using other people's intellectual property for our own benefit.
Tribute.
Tribute. We'll call it a tribute. Yes. An homage.
I know we're just talking about how we're gonna sue Disney for Love and Thunder, but We straight up
We ripped off. Was it Universal?
Universal, yeah.
Ooh, well, yeah. I'd say Universal less evil than Disney.
Yeah.
I'm betting Disney pretty evil.
Yeah. I went to Universal Studios
Oh yeah, you did recently.
recently.
Yeah.
And so I have some thoughts on that. But I want to get to the
Let's
the
do this first, then we'll go to talk.
Then the next idea that I wanted to do was another take charge kind of scene.
Now, when
And
you
it
say
was-
take charge,
So you know how we did the thing where Hilda and Vic got married?
yes,
Well, I had another idea that didn't really pan out. I couldn't really sell it to anybody else.
yeah,
And it was we're forced to live with each other under Colickian law, right?
right, because you won the Colicki and Quo match, or
Yeah.
no, she won the Colicki
Yeah.
and Quo match.
So I'm her husband, and so when she needs her like satisfaction, when she has her needs, she comes to Vic Valentine asking for it, right?
Right.
Because it's her right to take what she needs.
Thank God these are alien laws. Oh God.
Even though it's married is part of the rules, right? So what happens is Vic Valentine doesn't want to, because Vic Valentine is not attracted
Right.
to romantically attracted to Hilda, romantically or otherwise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is she comes up to him. He's
Lord.
standing against a wall. She puts her hand against the wall.
Oh, that's a classic. Move.
She corners him, and then what happens is this is how I was going to do the scene.
And she's taller than you, so it would work.
Yeah. So Vic Valentine gets kind of scared. He can't get out of the way, right?
Oh no.
She grabs one of his hands, puts it up, and there's a restraint in the back.
Oh wow. She was ready for this.
Yeah. So it latches into a restraint. I'm like, no, stop, but like not in a fun way. And
Right.
what was going to happen is we'll see Hilda from behind, right, cornering Vic.
Right.
And then we're looking at Vic from the front.
What's the
It
lighting
zooms-
motif?
It's kind of dark.
Okay. Any color? It should be red. It should be red.
Yeah, red.
Okay, good.
It zooms in on my eye, right?
Right.
And then when it zooms back out from my eye, Vic Valentine is sitting on a bed, naked and upset. And then we see come into frame Hilda zipping up her pants
Oh God, there's a reason this didn't get done.
and then just walking off.
Does she say make me a sandwich at some point?
No, I think she doesn't say anything. She just kind of like leaves.
It's probably better that way.
Yeah, I wanted to do that scene, but I was advised against it. And
No, I think that was good advice. That was excellent. That was excellent advice. No, listen, I understand going all the way with this concept,
yeah,
but everyone needs an editor, you know?
yeah, yeah. I thought it was a good idea too. But now thinking about it,
I mean, there are kids at that show.
yeah, it. See, I wanted to do the sexual assault scene tastefully.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do like a fake kind of movie love scene,
Mm-hmm.
but then I thought that that would be it. That would be the love scene that we would do. Kind of like I wanted to do kind of like a The Room love scene.
Oh yeah, where it's super weird and awkward and
Like, he's like hitting the belly button. But I guess that's what you got to do. There's plenty of more where that came from. There's
Hey, look,
more
yeah,
story ideas.
we got like
We'll get to them in the next.
yeah, we got years of creativity.
Those are just two
and make
of the many ideas that will or will not be used for Super Awesome Showdown.
Hey, listen, and we got recording equipment, we got connections. We could do our own weird indie flick where you get molested by a woman who's got a foot and a half on you. Like we can make
Well,
this
when you
happen.
put it that way, yeah, it's not a fetish of mine, but maybe it is.
Hey, listen,
I think we should just go to the next topic.
we should go to the next topic. Listen, we're learning things about ourselves, and maybe we need to do this in baby steps. All right,
We're
so
learning things about ourselves before an audience.
before an audience. And listen, this is how we bring in listeners: is we make ourselves open and vulnerable to them.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, so let's move on to talk portion. How about that?
Music to my ears, Spike.
Okay, so I heard about this Taco Bell hotel in Florida, and
The Taco Bell Hotel.
it feels like something Florida would do, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think here, let me show you the
I
picture.
mean, if you're gonna have the Florida Man story,
This is
they
it.
need the setting of the Taco Bell Hotel.
Oh yeah, no. And let me show you this picture of one of the rooms. And I love this thing.
It looks like you're sleeping on a giant taco or burrito wrap.
It does. It looks.
Right, wrapping.
Everything is like perfectly on brand. They literally have painted on the wall a packet of fire sauce. Like this is
A popular sauce.
very popular. Oh no doubt the fire sauce is their premier sauce. But my question is, like, it looks like a rather nice hotel room, except for the fact that everything is colored like they're wrappers.
Yeah.
So is this for people who really love Taco Bell but want to have diarrhea in a different location than what they normally do?
Yeah. I mean, probably.
I don't want to deal with the taco shits at my home.
That was just the bedroom. I wonder what the bathroom looks like. I wonder if it's like red or fiery red or something like that.
No, it's just a hole in the ground with a drain, and there's a hose. You hose everything down it.
The hole has to be really big to accommodate spray.
Oh no, it's all tile.
Yeah.
So you can just go wherever, and then you just take the hose and just
hose everything down.
into the drain. That's the bathroom.
That's a Taco Bell bathroom.
That's the Taco Bell bathroom. That should be the Taco Bell bathroom.
They're thinking outside the bun right there. I really do like Taco Bell's style, though.
I mean, their color motif is pretty good.
Of all the places and their design, like the shapes they use, of all the places the fast food places that I frequent, Taco Bell has the best design scheme. They've got good colors. They got the purple and the orange thing going, you know. They've got good graphic design on their menus.
You see, this is the thing I never think about.
It's a callback to, like, you know, the 90s.
I
think they really got that. They really got their today's idea from Demolition Man.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was one of my favorite parts of that movie.
I actually own Taco Bell has such good designs that I own a Taco Bell T-shirt. The Taco Bell from Demolition Man.
That's a bold statement, man. I mean, as an artist, you would know.
So seeing that Taco Bell hotel it's not just random. They knew what Taco Bell actually is they're very conscious of their appearance.
Yeah.
And their branding. Conscious.
Yeah, they're cognizant or conscious. Both are words.
Yeah, cognizant.
No, it feels like that, and no, it's
weird.
It's weird to have a place that has pretty much the worst food, and the best design choices.
That's one way of putting it.
I mean, realistically, like if you want to eat a bunch of food for cheap, you can go there, order like 15 pounds of food, hand them $20, and get $19.78 back.
Yeah.
I mean, I discovered it once when I was broke and poor and young, and I said, "Oh wow, I can eat a meal for $1. I'll eat breakfast, lunch, and by dinner, I was on the toilet for hours."
Taco Bell I like their Doritos Locos Tacos. That's a guilty
pleasure.
It's a guilty pleasure. But seeing that I'm not sure I want to live in their merchandising, though. I don't want to live in their packaging.
No, I
feel like it's kind of anxiety inducing to live in all those colors and all that design scheme.
Yeah, it looks like you're in what they would generously refer to as the dining area of their. You know that's what they do. Like every fast food joint says, "Oh, here, take this to the dining area." Like you dine on Taco Bell.
Here's our finest.
Here's our finest plastic silverware.
And the best plastic.
If
you want to release the spork from the plastic, you just
slam it on the
table.
It's like, oh, thank you.
Spiky side up.
I see you wore your finest sweatsuit here. He's just putting the Taco Bell branded napkin into the collar of it.
Our special today is the El Gordito.
The El Gordito.
The Gordito Supreme.
Now with 75% less human meat in it.
You know what I had was really bad, actually?
What?
Recently? Burger King's taco.
Oh, God. Why did Burger King do a taco?
Yeah, Burger King did a taco, and I watch food review videos on YouTube.
Now, I remember the one guy you showed me who's like...
Review bra.
Oh, God, that guy is a lizard person. He's at least part bird or something.
Yeah.
No, but go ahead with your thing.
So, review bra, everybody. But... yeah, I had the Burger King taco, and it sucks.
Go figure.
It's probably one of the worst tacos that I've ever eaten in my life.
I mean, that's like going to Papa John's for a salad. What the hell?
It was really disappointing. It was an aberration to tacos, really.
No, I can.
It was like their interpretation. It was to tacos what Time It Was O's The Room is to movies. Actually, The Room is actually enjoyable.
Yeah, because it's so bad it's good. You don't have to put the room in your mouth.
Yeah, maybe that's a Jack in a Box taco is the room. But this Burger King taco is just horrendous.
Oh God, I'd say I never got like Jack in the Box tacos. I didn't even get those because like I've had those before, and it's just like it's meat inside of like a vacuum pressed taco shell.
And then they'll throw in like a slice of American cheese for the cheese. It's like that's not. Taco cheese.
No, none of this is right. Why would you do this?
There's someone in like the Midwest or something who's like, "Oh, this is the taco."
Oh yeah, this is Mexican food, right?
This is Mexican.
I can get it from Taco Bell. This is excellent. Oh, Jesus.
This is what they have to eat in Mexico. No wonder they're jumping the border.
Oh, God. No, if that's all I had to eat in Mexico, yes, or here, I'd leave to Canada.
You know, it's
Are we just all escaping our shitty food choices? That's it?
Yeah. No, that's maybe this explains the politics of the world.
Okay, no, we're getting... Okay. How about this? Let's shift over to something I want to talk about. Now,
right.
I really like the show Forged in Fire, because I got a little knife-making shop in my garage, and Sam likes watching this show that's very similar called Blown Away, where they do glass work. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I watched a couple episodes while waiting for you to get ready for the podcast.
And what'd you get from Blown Away?
Okay, so it's pretty much Forged in Fire with a different, like, musical motif and a way better prize. Like, they get like $30,000.
No, I think it was like $60,000.
It's tens of thousands of dollars more.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go back to your own shop to do it. Like, the people on Forged in Fire, they fly them in for a day, force them to make a knife in 3 hours in, like, surrounded by, like, 3 different 18,000-degree forges.
Yeah.
I've seen, like, 3 episodes where people have almost passed out. And then they have to fly them back to their home forge to make a better knife that they always have a shitload of trouble, like, dealing with. They always, like hurt themselves and like lose sleep and are like just sitting there doing that thing where they have their palm on their forehead, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't do. And then they bring them back and like critique their hard work.
Yeah.
And like Blown Away, it's like, well, this looks okay, and they have like this little thing where they have like jaunty little music with like flutes and horns, and like, you see, this thing is gonna have a great pour to it, but it's a little too bulky.
Yeah.
And then whenever anyone loses, there's a group hug. It's always a group hug.
Yeah.
And like no one's like ever been injured in that show, as far as I can tell.
No, it looks like they're pretty safe.
Yeah. It's so weird. I don't know like what qualifies, like one to have more money than the other, or if is Blown Away just more like fiscally responsible, or what?
I think Blown Away maybe has better sponsors. Maybe it has the art money coming in. You know,
it really does. No, yeah.
It has the philanthropists coming in and being like, yeah, I'll contribute to the arts, because, you know, glass making is more like an art. Well, it's
more recognized as an art.
Yeah, it's more in the art world. It's closer to the fine arts world than, you know, knife making is like an art too, right?
Yeah,
but it's seen more as like a craft, like a kind of a, you know, it's a craft. It's a
every time like
it's a trade that people do.
Every time every episode, there's at least one person named like Scruffy or something, and they're not from like the coasts. They're like from like one of the Dakotas, and they have a heavy accent. And at some point, they'll say, "It's getting pretty hot in the kitchen," and that was the quote. Like, for one season, that was like one of the quotes that one of the people said, that they thought, no, this needs to go in the lead in for every episode.
Getting pretty hot in the kitchen.
Yeah, except this guy is like 70.
Yeah.
Has a gray beard, and he's in the Smoky Mountains, and he forges out of a shack.
Oh, that'd be a good episode if his beard ever got like, you know, caught on fire or something.
Yeah, I think that like some people have caught fire, but no facial hair in that show. I'm waiting for that, because
I mean, the guy's probably had a long enough beard to where it would get halfway through and you wouldn't even notice.
Well, that's why they don't catch fire on it, because they forge so much that they've already lost the hair they're going to lose.
Yeah, probably. But Blown Away, that's more like art critique when you get to the end.
Oh yeah, it's
like, have you ever taken an art class?
I've taken one or two, yeah.
Well, there's a style of talking when you're in the art world. I don't know what it is, or it's a phenomena that happens where it's called, I call it like just bullshit art talk.
Okay, that sounds accurate.
And this is the way you have to talk when you're doing a critique, because what we do is the week would go by, right, and we'd have an assignment, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like on Blown Away. It's like, your assignment is do something involving like food or something.
Yeah.
What are you going to say about food and the world?
And so you just draw like a bowl of fruit or something.
You could just do a bowl of fruit, but if you wanted to get a really good grade and you wanted to be cool at the critique, you'd probably say something about, like, you know, world hunger or something,
or society,
like that. Or
as seen through a banana.
Yeah, like society. Like, you'd probably have to mention like fast food or corporations or something like that.
Yeah, you have to say more than just, hey, look at my composition. Did I use shading well?
Yeah, so I think it's almost like a challenge to get the simplest piece of art, just like a yellow sphere or something, and then have the most complicated like critique of it, or the most complicated evaluation. So you have to not only critique someone else's work, but you have to defend your own piece. You have to go out there and be like, so they're like, so what is this yellow sphere? And then, if you say, I don't know, I just felt like doing a yellow sphere. I just didn't have time. You could say that, but you can save your ass just by the way you talk. And this is what they do in Blown Away. You could be like, oh, well, yellow, it's the color of food, lemons, bananas are yellow.
Also, the heat that sometimes cooks the food.
Yeah.
Fire.
It's yellow, fire. It then becomes fat in our bodies, which is also yellow. And so I'm talking about how you could be healthy, but at the same time, at the moment's notice, in a split second, you could be unhealthy
and turn into the shape that this is.
Shape that this is. Yeah.
Wow. This is people just justifying their existence. It's just improv.
Yeah. And and the one who the woman who won that was the best at doing that.
Oh, nice.
So
no, and I think that there's a big difference there, because at the end of Forged in Fire, the two people come back with like a sword.
Yeah.
And then their Kali martial artist shows up and says, "Okay, let's see. It feels good in the hand. It's got good ergonomics, and you see when I sliced it, the curvature of your blade functioned. It's all function." So,
yeah.
And then they put it in a machine to slam against a railroad spike. Yeah. And it's like, well, you didn't lose any edge. Like, there's no damage to this whatsoever. Now let's see how it cuts through these fish. And then they have a guy slice through those fish.
Yeah.
And so everything is about form and function, and no one's saying like, well, you see, what this sword represents is the dichotomy between rich and poor. As you can see, you used a poor material here in the handle, where you have to interface with the rich material that you use for your blade. No, it's just like, cut well, feels good in the hand, or no, your blade's a little fat, it chipped, and you're a failure.
Yeah, or like, if it chips, it's like, the guy, well, I meant for it to chip.
Yeah.
You see, it's chipping away at myself,
Yes, the sword is me. I am the sword.
We all have these things that chip away at us, whether it be, society or part of the fishbone, that you struck.
Maybe you chip the fishbone. Maybe the fishbone chips you. You don't know.
Yeah.
Even if you do everything right, like I did, where I heat treated it and used a really good metal, maybe something goes wrong. It's like, it's like, nope. They just hack away at a pig skull, and whoever's blade held up, you get $10,000. Get out.
Yeah. It's like, whoa, that was a good slice.
It's like,
you win.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
You can save your ass with.
I want to see a crossover.
Talk around.
I want to see a crossover where the finalists go to the Blown Away class and have to smash their glassware with the swords.
Oh, sweet.
And whoever's holds up best wins each show.
So how do you justify? Okay, so the one that you created in Blown Away,
right?
And you made it to be destroyed.
Yeah.
How do you critique that? Like, do you critique it on, oh, yours shattered the best or something? Or
it's like, well, you see, when yours exploded into a million pieces, maybe you do it in such a way that it doesn't, like, it uses like safety glass where it just breaks away into non-shards, or perhaps whoever holds up it doesn't shatter. Like, you can make glass that's probably better, right? Yeah. So yeah, whoever's glass holds up the best wins, just from a physical standpoint, and then also from an artistic one.
Yeah. Maybe they can get a slow motion camera in there.
Oh yeah.
Like, well, I meant for it to explode, kind of like from the center, from all directions, But as you can tell, that's the challenge. It's like, no, it has to explode in this way. Yeah. And it's like, as you can tell, it just cut yours in half. And good job, Bill or Scruffy. Or that it doesn't even have to be voluntary. Like, just like they say, okay, you have to go invade another show on the studio lot and chop something up. And you just see. Or like they could just do critiques for like the blades.
Ooh, yeah, artistically.
Artistic critiques.
Oh yeah, because some of those are really rough. Like they mess up the quench, and there's a crack in the blade, and then they have to make something new, and it looks like just like you took a piece of leaf spring from a car and roughly forged it into a sword. And sometimes those win, but then if you have to add the artistic critique, which they never really that rarely ever comes into play in the final bit of Forged in Fire. It's always about like unless they're really really close.
Yeah.
But most of the time, one does really well, and the other has a notable flaw.
So maybe maybe someone's glass piece can cut, and then someone's knife piece could art.
Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so listen, I think we've gone long enough. I don't think we're gonna do news today because we're going a little long here. So what I'm gonna say now is thank you everyone for tuning in and listening to us.
Yep, thank you.
I'm Spike.
I'm Victor.
We'll see you next time.